I would like to welcome you here today and thank you for coming to hear about our research into ways in which the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society can encourage more children to try Scottish country dancing.
First of all, we would like to tell you a little about the process we went through in carrying out our research. Initially, when Hans asked us if we would like to be involved in the project, we were a bit nervous about what it might involve, but also excited that we had been asked.
Our first job was to brainstorm our ideas for ways in which to get children involved in trying Scottish country dancing. We did this in our class cooperative learning groups. All our ideas were written in post-it notes, which we then stuck to our classroom door.
The next step was to organise all these ideas into sections which shared a similar theme. Each co-op group then took one of these themes and decided on questions they could ask related to the theme. All questions were displayed, and as a class, we chose our 3 favourite questions. These were: do you think that having a mascot would encourage more young people to participate in Scottish country dancing? Do you think more children would like to try Scottish country dancing? If famous people learned how to do it and told children how much fun it is? And what kind of advertising campaign do you think would encourage more children to try Scottish country dancing?
Following this, Hans taught us all about successful interviewing techniques. We practiced using these with each other and even videoed some. Everything we learned was really helpful for when we carried out the actual interviews, which we did enjoy doing.
Analysing the results of our interviews was the final step. We would now like to share these with you and hope you find them as interesting as we did.
We will now hand you over to our first group who will tell you about our first question. The first question we asked was whether or not having a mascot would encourage more young people to participate in Scottish country dancing.
Out of the 58 people we interviewed, 51 said that a mascot would encourage them. A few reasons were given for this. Most people said that they like mascots that are fun and cute, especially animals. Younger children also said they like to copy what mascots do.
From our results, we discovered that only 7 people out of the 58 said that a mascot would not persuade them to try Scottish country dancing.
It was mainly older children who said no to a mascot. The reason they gave for this was that they thought people would choose to dance if they liked it, not because of a mascot.
When we asked what kind of mascot children would like, we got a great variety of suggestions. These ranged from a guinea pig to Homer Simpson wearing a kilt. We found out that animal mascots were the most popular. Of these, the most popular were a bear with 8 children suggesting this, and a Highland cow which was said by 10 children. We did occasionally guide the people by suggesting a Highland cow as an example, so this could have affected the results. 2 children did make the point that they thought it was a good choice because a Highland cow represents Scotland well.
After discussing how popular the idea of having a mascot is,
we thought it would be a good idea to have a competition to design a mascot for the RACDS. If this competition was open to all the schools of Scotland, and maybe even beyond, it would be a good way to bring it to attention of so many more children.
Thank you for listening to our results. We would now like to hand you over to our section book. Do you think more children would like to try Scottish country dancing if famous people learned how to do it and told children how much fun it is?
Out of the 58 children, 44 said that they thought it was a good idea because the celebrities would inspire children.
Most of those who liked the idea say that children usually see celebrities as role models and look up to them, so they like to copy what their favourite celebrities do. If they can see that the favourite people are having fun doing Scottish country dancing, then it will make them want to try it too.
One 10-year-old commented, "Celebrities have such a big role in modern society that children will be encouraged by them."
12 of the children we interviewed said that no, celebrities would not encourage them.
Of those, 3 children said that they didn't know any famous people.
5 of the younger children said that they would not concentrate if they wanted someone famous because they would be distracted.
Some of the teenagers we interviewed said that just because a famous person says that something is fun, it doesn't mean that that is what they really think or that they would copy what that celebrity does.
People we interviewed gave us lots of suggestions of famous people they'd like to coach Scottish country dancing. Most of these were singers or sports stars.
The most popular choice was Lady Gaga, who one person said would look good in a kilt. The only Scottish stars mentioned were Billy Connolly and Kenny Bridges, but we didn't think most younger children would be familiar with them.
When doing our interviews, it may have been a good idea to ask for examples of Scottish celebrities the children liked.
We hope you have found this interesting and would now like to pass you on to our final group.
Would you like that one again? I didn't hear anything. Would you like it again? I think we would, Michael. Okay, here we go.
Do you think encourage more children to try Scottish country dancing?
We got lots of different answers to this question. These included leaflets, newspaper advertisements, advertisements in children's magazines, flyers, big dances in halls to let people try it, promotional tours around schools, and merchandise.
However, we had 2 suggestions which are far more popular than all the others.
The second most popular reply was posters, with 24 children choosing this form of advertising. It was agreed that the artwork involved had to be very bright and colourful to draw people's attention. With 25 children suggesting, the most popular reply was TV. It was commented that TV is visual, and this appeals to children. Also, most children tend to watch a lot of television. Thank you for listening to what we carried out. I would now like to pass you back to Jamie, Neil and Katie.
We hope you've enjoyed our presentation and hope that our research will be useful to the RSCDS.
You have certainly learned a lot throughout the project and have gained a number of skills which we will be able to use in the future.
The results of our research have been recorded in the leaflets we have made, and we thought you might want to take these away with you.
If you have any questions about the research, we will be very happy to try and answer these for you.
Thank you very much, Dunbeg School. I think we agree that was a fantastic presentation. Some really good ideas. And I'd like to hand you over to Ruth Beattie. She's the chair of the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society, and she's going to say a few words to you. And we've also got some nice presents for everybody in the class as well.
Hello everyone, it's lovely to be here, and thank you very much indeed for that most interesting presentation. You said, does anyone have any questions? I would like to ask you, how long did it take you all together to do this research?
It took a few weeks.
A few weeks. That's really good, because you've obviously been thinking about it very hard and put a lot of work into it. Did you enjoy it? That's the most important thing. But more importantly, do you enjoy dancing? Do you like dancing? That's even more important. Some of you look not very sure, but I'm sure you do really. You've given us a lot of food for thought today, and things that we can take back that are really useful, because we wonder all the time about the best way of advertising what we do and telling people what fun it is. And I've been dancing for a very long time, like when I was in primary school, just as you are now. And we're always looking for good ideas, and I think you presented many good ideas today which we can take back and use at headquarters. So thank you very much indeed for that. It was most interesting. And I have now just a little present, maybe not the kind of mascot you're looking for, but perhaps a substitute till we get the kind that you're looking for. So if somebody would like to come and receive this, and thank you very much indeed again.
The Highland cow.
Oh! Well done. Highland cow. I'm very fond of Highland cows too. And we've got something for each of you. I really enjoyed the presentation today. The children had worked very hard indeed, and they presented us with some very useful ideas that we can take forward, things that children will really look forward to. In addition, they provided us with posters showing the details of the research, which we will look at and try to use in the future.
I think we've just seen a really exciting piece of work. First time I've actually seen this sort of work done in the kind of Scottish primary school, and it'd be great to see it replicated elsewhere. To actually hear from young children themselves what they'd like to see happen and how they'd like to make a difference to the number of young children. Scottish country dancing is really good. The suggestion that Lady Gaga might actually be a kind of impetus to dancing in a kilt, I actually think is quite sound, because she's very, very nice to her fans, and maybe we should consider an approach.
This morning's presentation from Dunbeg Primary I thought was absolutely superb. The children obviously had put a lot of work into the research and interviews, and the presentation they did this morning was really out of this world. It gives a lot of hope for the society as we move forward with our new Youth Services Committee, and their idea of using Billy Connolly as a mascot, I think is definitely worth a phone call or a letter to Billy and bring him on board to encourage young people.